Welcome, and this little session is on what exactly is QlxChange. And as you'll see there, bottom right hand corner, this is proudly brought to you by the Six Figures. Okay, what is QlxChange? Now, if you've seen the video on what is OneX, you're going to understand just a little bit about the system and the way that QlxChange works, and the fact that the OneX side of the business is actually the feeder for QlxChange, which is, for want of a better word, the mothership, if you like. So in a nutshell, the QlxChange side of the business, it is primarily a gold and silver savings program. It was designed by bankers for investors, and as we know, every business on the planet has to advertise, and QlxChange's advertising efforts are all via the OneX system, and that is how they obtain their customers for the QlxChange side of the business. Okay, so OneX is literally the front door to the QlxChange side of the business. Now, the fact is that once you are a member of QlxChange, you are under no obligation to actually buy gold or silver. Okay, so point number 3 there, you're going to see there, you can make a residual income just from subscriptions. So what this means is that the primary product, if you like, the subscription-based product for QlxChange is actually business and investment training, okay, to show you how to invest and to show you how to invest wisely. But you're under no obligation to buy gold and silver. Okay, so the residual part of the income that you're going to make from QlxChange is simply because everybody is going to pay a subscription. They're going to pay a monthly fee for their ongoing business training, and that is how you make your residual income. So if you have a very healthy business in the OneX side of things, then obviously those customers are going to follow you into the QlxChange side of the business, and for a very, very small subscription fee they'll be able to maintain their subscription, and you of course get a portion of that subscription fee as a commission. So that is where the residual income is coming from. Now, I just want to talk about the gold and silver for a second, and I've said that there is no obligation to purchase this. However, one of the things that you may not be aware of is that the QlxChange side of the business has the ability to purchase gold at what they call 2 points below spot. Now, that is an investment language, but basically what it means is it means that QlxChange can actually purchase that precious metal as well as silver for a greatly reduced fee, in fact lower than cost. Lower than cost, meaning lower than the cost that most people and most large institutions are able to purchase it in an open market or from a wholesaler, if you like. So we have the opportunity to purchase these metals at very, very discounted rates. Point number 4 here is that it is the future of investing, okay, with all assets liquid. Okay, if you purchase a house and you have your money tied up in a house, that is not a liquid asset. Obviously, if you want to get your money out of that house, you have to sell it, or you have to go through some red tape to be able to leverage that equity. Okay, if you go and purchase a bar of gold and have it sitting under your bed in your house, that is not a liquid asset. Okay, a liquid asset is something that you can turn into cash as it's needed almost instantly. So this is one of the huge benefits with QlxChange, is that if you do purchase those precious metals, you will literally be able to buy and sell them almost instantly. Okay, and when we say instantly, you know, we're talking about a 24-hour time frame. Now, if you had your money in a long-term savings account, for example, with a slightly higher rate of interest, you know, you wanted to withdraw some of that money, most of the banks do require at least 48 hours to a week before they'll actually let you withdraw that money. So that is also a liquid asset, but it does not have the same flexibility that we're going to have with what we're doing with QlxChange. Okay, point number 5 here is the fact that QlxChange is the primary business for the entire operation, and we've referred to it before as the mothership. So if you can just imagine that everything that you're doing with OneX everything that you are doing with OneX is designed to speed the growth in the mothership, if you like. So it is the primary business. Now, point number 6 here is important because QlxChange is an investment vehicle. It's an investment vehicle to create wealth, to create residual ongoing wealth. Okay, generational wealth, whatever term you have for it, but the fact is that it has a networking compensation plan, okay, which is based on subscriptions. Okay, guys, so this is the only difference, if you like, from QlxChange to any other type of banking system, for want of a better word, or investment system. It means that everybody is leveraging the efforts of the entire group. Okay, guys, that is basically it in a nutshell. What is QlxChange? So I hope that that has been of some benefit to you, and thanks so much, and see you on the next session.